Hey guys, this is bear, and today I wanted to talk a bit about your aim in Battlefield 4. So the first thing that I want to touch on quickly is mouse acceleration. Mouse acceleration, otherwise known as pointer precision, is an option in Windows OS that will increase the distance that your mouse moves based on how quickly you move your mouse, or decrease it based on how slowly you move your mouse. What this means is that in an FPS game, you're never going to be able to have one-to-one movement physically and on your screen if you have this option on. So the first thing you need to do before you go ahead with the rest of this tutorial is go to your control panel, go to your mouse options, and uncheck that mouse acceleration. Alright, so let's get into it. One of the most common questions that I see is, what sensitivity is a good sensitivity? And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't really matter. It's whatever you're comfortable with, whatever helps you put bullets on bodies. So for me, I'm a fairly low sensitivity player. I do 180 degrees in about 13 centimeters at an 80 field of view in Battlefield 4. I've recently just upped this, and I used to be a much lower sensitivity player than this. And the reason why I've upped it is because it helps me move better in close quarters, so that I'm not running out of mousepad. So if you find that you're trailing your targets, then you might want to up your sensitivity just a tiny bit. But if you find that you're overshooting your targets, go the other way. Maybe turn it down just a notch. Now, it's important to keep our mouse movements consistent. The reason for this being that I know exactly how much I need to move to do 180 degrees in Battlefield 4 and the same in Counter-Strike, because it's going to help my muscle memory. And what muscle memory is it's the activation of your nerves that control certain actions. And the more you fire those nerves, the easier it is to reproduce that exact action. So if I see a player who is on the very edge of my screen, if my muscle memory is good, I'll be able to snap straight to him without thinking. But having good muscle memory doesn't just happen overnight. Like anything, it requires a lot of practice and some dedication to the task. And you're really going to have to work actively if you really want to improve your aim. So this can be done, first of all, by learning certain distances. And a good way to first practice this is by jumping on the test range, which is the new feature in Battlefield 4, and just, moving your aim between the two heads of the targets. And as you get more comfortable with the distance, start shooting. Start slow and then speed up a little bit. And as you go, add more targets, and make them further and further apart. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a good basis for when you're in an actual game and you're under pressure. It's going to make you snap to your targets a little bit faster. At the start, it'll be difficult, but the more you practice, the easier it becomes, the more natural it feels. And after that point, when you have developed some muscle memory, it'll become more second nature, and you won't have to think about aiming at your target. And my final tip is make sure you're paying attention when you're playing the game. Not only will that help you shoot better, because you'll be actively working at it, but your reflexes will also improve. And that can mean the difference between someone coming around the corner and killing you before you can kill them, or vice versa. Alright guys, that concludes my video. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think below, and I'll see you guys next time.